Thursday.
Oh, what up?
So coming up this morning, got a fun new way to get all of the Olympic stuff you could possibly want.
I like this idea. I think it's pretty cool. I love the personalization of it and the use of a highly big name in sports.
A huge name.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I like it. Plus, a new survey reveals a huge majority of people don't even use their PTO time, which blows. I know a couple people like that, and I'm like, bro, you need to use your time.
Well,
And you won't believe the amount of money that we as American workers are just leaving on the table for corporations.
I get some people's rationalization for it, but I don't agree with it.
No, I don't agree with it. I think this is a topic you and I 100% see eye to eye on. Like,
I'm sure.
If you have it, use it.
This is a benefit given to you.
I don't think most people consider it a benefit, but we'll dig into that.
A
little bit later on. Yeah.
Plus, Alexa's getting some Riz.
Alexa's. Well, okay. I was going to say Alexa always had some Riz, but
a little
not
more.
Really, actually.
Yeah, well, no, come on now.
Think about it.
and
More frustrating than Riz.
Well, exactly. Song in 60 is also on the way a little bit. I got a song for you to guess along to. Is a good morning time to play Song in 60, and I've got the song in my mind here this morning. Let's get you to guess along with Tony. See who can win getting the song named this morning. Tony, you feeling ready?
Ready as I'm ever going to be.
All right, here we go. Song in 60 this morning starts right now. If you don't hate someone, you might the opposite of hate.
Love?
Yeah, okay, so put a pin in that.
Okay, stuck it.
So if you are
Love somebody.
Yeah, okay, sure. No.
The Killers.
No. A substance. Some people become addicted to these things.
Drugs?
Yeah, okay.
Love drugs.
Keep going.
I love drugs.
No, that's a weird
Drugs,
admission.
love.
This is a song, remember?
Love drug.
So it's
Your love is my drug, Kesha.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Is it because she's single now?
No.
Okay.
Just
You didn't see that
randomly.
yesterday?
I didn't see that, no.
She was spotted out like with this big sign on the road that said, I'm single or something. Anyway, I figured you had a tie in there, but
Zero tie-in, but that's good to know.
I love drugs. Great. That quote's going to come back to haunt me someday.
Got that on audio this morning. Thanks, Tony. Here at Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning. Happy Thursday. So, Alexa's getting some Riz, apparently.
All right.
You live in an environment where you've got a lot of young folk slang flying around at home.
Yes. No, this is true. Yes.
This is something I, don't experience on a daily basis.
And they often use some of these weird words to Alexa as well.
Which is good because Alexa's been taught some new tricks, apparently.
Oh, okay.
So I was reading that some Gen Z and young folk vocabulary has been added to some of Alexa's knowledge base.
Alexa seems like old technology to me now. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Isn't that weird? Because it's been around for a while.
It's been around for a while, and I honestly think there's better, she's not AI.
Right.
Alexa and Siri aren't AI at this point.
Yeah, not
you know
the
what
way
I'm
we
saying?
think of it now.
Yeah, it's different than that. So they really kind of have dumb conversations, honestly.
Yeah,
It
it is. So anyway, one of the uses that this new skill, if you will, that Alexa has learned can be used is...
so this is a skill? You have to add it?
So it's not
okay,
formal. It's just a part of the knowledge that Alexa has.
But
But it's been taught something anyway. So it will allow folks to... allow your kids to interact with Alexa and it'll know what it means, but also it'll give people that don't know what those terms mean the opportunity to ask
what it is. What does
what
Riz
is
mean?
low-key Riz?
What is low-key Riz?
So yeah, some of the terms that they actually highlight in the story that Alexa now understands and can explain are words like slay, Riz, sus, mid, fam.
Can't you talk to Alexa on the... Oh, yeah, you can.
On your phone, yeah.
Get started. Alexa, you got some serious Riz. She talk?
I know about 6 Ralph E. Tresvant dramas, and they are Girls Trip, Brown Sugar, House Party 2, Crush Groove, Motives 2,
What?
and Triple Cross.
Okay. I don't know. She's not very smart. Okay.
Good talk.
Alexa, you're pretty sus.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
What?
All right. Good chat. It's a good chat.
Good chat, Alexa.
Ask it what tea is. See if it knows what tea is.
Alexa, what's T?
T, or T, is the 20th letter of the Latin alphabet, used in the modern English alphabet, the alphabets of other Western European languages and others worldwide.
Okay.
Good stuff, Alexa. But so this brings up
Alexa, skibbity toilet.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that either.
Okay.
So this brings up a fantastic point. I was actually reading another story about how Amazon's like, we don't know what to do with Alexa because we launched it as this thing that would make us as a company a bunch of money. Now it's just kind of a thing.
Now it's no, they really hoped it would, like people would be like, hey, Alexa, I need milk and eggs. It's that example. But I need new deodorant. And, oh, yeah, sure. Send it. But nobody's really shopping on
No, it's
Alexa.
basically tell me the weather, play a song, tell me a joke. Like it's parlor
things,
tricks. Yeah. So
it really is. And they fired like a whole bunch of the Alexa team. Like it's kind of just nothing.
We just saw why.
This is
with your
true.
example there.
Kind of not smart.
Yeah. All right. Nick's Nonsense is on the way here in a little bit. Good morning and happy Thursday. It's the Mix 108 Morning Brew. Nick's Nonsense on a Thursday morning, and we head to Illinois where an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile got into a pickle. Thank you. I didn't write that one.
Hold on. Let me catch up to your story here.
All right. So this happened in the Chicago area. So the hot dog shaped vehicle, the Wienermobile, there's a few of them. I forget how many there are, but there's more than one.
There's a fleet of Wienermobiles.
Yeah. So it hit a car on Monday morning on the interstate. Driver lost control, overcorrected, and it rolled onto its side.
The Wienermobile rolled onto its side.
Yes.
The Wienermobile hit somebody else.
Correct.
Like a rear end?
So it apparently so. That's all it says is that it hit a vehicle, lost control, rolled over.
Terrible to get rear-ended by the Wienermobile.
Of course it is.
What a great story, though.
So the good news is no injuries were reported after the crash.
Can you imagine calling the insurance company? They'd be like, report your accident. Yes, I was rear-ended by the Wienermobile this morning.
Can you spell that? OSCAR. How's that? I'm not acknowledging that.
You must have heard this story before.
So they had to shut down the freeway for a little while, about an hour. A spokesperson for Oscar Mayer said that they do have several Wienermobiles, by the way.
Yeah.
They acknowledge that. They said to the Chicago Sun-Times that they're grateful everyone involved is safe and that there were no injuries.
Yes, you're still going to get sued.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. If I got rear-ended by the Wienermobile, I would be
going after them?
Yeah, sure. They got big wiener money.
Video from the crash scene shows the yellow and orange Wienermobile was hauled away in a flatbed truck after the incident.
Oh.
So there was some damage.
Do some body work.
Yeah, there was some damage to the Wiener mobile, and so they got to get some work. Got to get some work done. And there's Nick's Nonsense for this morning. Anything else?
The fleet's down one.
It is. So they got to get that. You got to have one or two, spares just sitting around.
I really relish that story.
Any more before we move on? Pressure's on.
No, I think that's it. I think we've tucked that story in a bun, and we're ready to roll.
We'll see what's trending at the top in a couple minutes here in Mix It Up. Good morning. Happy Thursday.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
Morning fog to burn off. We'll see mostly sunny and around 80 today. A little warmer tomorrow, mostly sunny, a little breezier and mid 80s tomorrow. And then upper 80s for Saturday and Sunday. Partly sunny, breezy Saturday, near 90. And then Sunday, we do see some thunderstorm chances with temperatures in the upper 80s. And those thunderstorm chances do carry into Monday where temperatures stay in the mid to upper 80s. So warm, chance of storms toward the end of the weekend.
One popular broadcaster announcing he is leaving the Twin Ports. Not moving out of he's leaving TV, not leaving the area.
Okay.
On Wednesday morning, meteorologist Ken Slama from Fox 21 announced that after 4 years of providing forecasts for the Northland, he is leaving. In a heartfelt message on Facebook, he announced his departure after much thought, research, evaluation, reflection, prayer, and discussion. There's a lot going on there with my life. The time has come for me to move on from Fox 21 to my next endeavor in life. And I think he's going to go be a science teacher from what I saw.
Wow,
So that's
okay.
pretty cool. So anyways, you want to read more about the exit of meteorologist Ken Slama from Fox 21, you can hit up the Mix 108 app or go to mix108.com.
Coming up next hour, we're going to help you plan out your weekend if you're looking for things to do. Of course, it's going to be a warm weekend. We're going to talk to the team from Dude Duluth, give you some inspiration in your weekend bucket list.
Just going to live in the lake all weekend.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Music on the way from Doja Cat. It's Dua Lipa right now here in Mix It Away. Good morning and happy Thursday.
Mix 108, good morning. It is the Morning Brew. It is Tony and Nick. So Nick and I, we agree on a lot. We don't agree on a lot, but I think there's one thing Nick and I totally agree on is using PTO. If you got it, use it, right?
Well, yeah.
I mean, we are both lovers of PTO, and
Right.
we're not leaving much on the table at the end of the year, that's for sure.
Just the 0.24 hours that I can't.
Oh yeah,
how do I take that off?
Yeah, the little quarter penny at the
Yeah.
gas station or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That type of deal. Like, what am I going to do with that? Well, apparently Americans left more than $312 billion in unused vacation days on the table last year. Didn't even use them.
Wow.
$1 billion.
There's a lot of reasons that I've heard people say, though, for not doing that. But
Women take 10% less PTO than men. Gen Z and young millennials, 21 to 34 age group, take about 1 week less vacation time than senior employees, 55 plus. That's because we've learned. I'm not 55 plus yet. I don't want to put myself in that group just quite yet. I got a few years ago, but
But I wonder if a part of that is because there's a feeling as a young employee who's newer to a job
that
that
you
you're
have to be a good employee,
you
or
don't
like
want to be like, I'm out of here
you
for
don't
a
want to
while.
be. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
When you're low on the totem pole, you got to start climbing up it.
Yeah.
One
You
way
don't want to make
do
it look
that
like
is
I'm disposable because I'm not there.
be there. Yeah, a third of remote American employees say it's difficult to take time off.
Sure.
But they're already at home, so I don't know. Modern young and remote workers aren't taking vacation days. A third of American employees say it's difficult to take time off when they're working from home. Gen Z employees are 15% more likely to say it's difficult to take off time. Therefore, employees between the ages of 21 and 34 take about 1 week less vacation than employees over 55. Minnesotans seem to utilize the most PTO, allotting an average of 18 vacation days. And Minnesota is also the number one state for employee PTO utilization with 14 days used.
You know why that is?
And it's all between the months of June and August.
Well, I was going to say, no. So it's either it's nice out, we need to get out, or it is January 18th. I hate myself right now because it's 40 below. I need to get out of here for a few days.
There is that, too, yeah. Unused PTO is worth actual money and can be used as actual and additional source of compensation, says the people that did the survey. PTO can also be used as a cash benefit to reduce financial stress. I know some companies will pay you for your PTO. I mean,
if you don't use
a lot
it
of
or-
companies.
yeah.
I mean, it is in a lot, depending on the definition in the state, and I don't know how it's defined in Minnesota, but
Right.
it is earned wages. PTO is earned wages.
Correct.
So one way or another, you should be getting compensated for those, whether you
Right.
use them or not. And
Yeah.
I suppose some companies probably take advantage of that and probably don't even do anything, right? Or roll it over.
Right. Well, and that's because some companies really discourage rolling overtime from one year to the next, because if you're not using it in the first place, you just
Why
keep
keep-
accruing it.
And then someday the company's going to get slammed for 3 weeks or something.
Right. So it is, like you said, it's a touchy subject, because in a perfect world where the employee feels comfortable taking the time off, and the employer doesn't in any capacity, even if it's not like the company level, even if it's like your direct supervisor, doesn't in any way make you feel guilty or shame you, and even on a very basic level, like, oh man, we really missed having you around for a couple days, or now we're a little behind or whatever. Those little comments can put people in a spot where they feel
you
like, well,
shouldn't do
I
that.
can't go now.
Yeah, that's lame. let people take PTO.
Right.
In preparation for this bit, I was watching a bunch of TikToks about PTO.
Sure.
And the trend seems to be like PTO getting denied. So
Sure.
a lot of companies, you have to submit your PTO request,
Right.
and they either accept it or deny it.
Sure.
I wonder how many in percentage cases when they denied, people just don't show up anyway. It's like, you know what, I'm off.
I think it depends on the situation. Well, 'cause
Right?
it's kind of tricky because it depends on the type of job. Like, for example, when I was in
Factory,
college
maybe?
and I was working a retail job, obviously you'd request, hey, I would like these days off because I'm going to go do
Right.
X, Y, and Z, and then they need to make sure there's somebody to work.
Right.
Whereas in the world that we live in here, there's not like
Right.
a direct one-for-one replacement. So we'll cover for you. We'll cover, we just kind of all cover for
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
A little different. Or like a factory setting, you probably need a
Yes.
certain number of people to
Correct.
man floor or, that type of thing. So
But it's
complicated.
It is complicated, and there's a lot of, even if it's not intended to be that way, there's a lot of things that can make somebody feel like they can't take that time off, even though, like you said, it's an earned element of your job. If you have it, because some jobs, obviously, if you work and there's certain jobs and environments where you don't get it at all. Is it the whole state of Minnesota or Duluth a number of years ago put in that earned sick and safe time thing where you at least, if you're sick, can take a couple days off or need a little time.
You bring up retail, and part of this survey and information, PTO usage by industry.
Sure.
And retail is the lowest on the list.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yep, with 10.3 days. The top of the list is software companies
Sure.
and industry with an average of 19 days.
I would
per
say
year.
retail and like the service industry, your
Second on the list, government.
wait staff, your
Yeah, so the bottom of the list is retail, warehousing, construction.
sure.
Education.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's sad because those, the people that work in those industries deserve it as much, if sometimes not more than those that work, like you said, in IT.
And the less you make, the less you take. That's a thing too. Like
is sad.
over the 155,000 per year crowd, they're taking most of their PTO that they're allotted.
And not only that, but they
Whereas-
can also afford to go and do something
Right.
extravagant on their vacation too. Whereas those
Right.
that work in those lower levels aren't feeling comfortable or can't take the time off or don't. And then they don't, not to say that they're necessarily, all of them are living paycheck to paycheck, but they're in a spot where they don't have the ability to go, I'm going to go to Tahiti for a week. So
The worst states that use their PTO, North Carolina, their PTO utilization with over half of the allocated PTO left unused in the state. Wow.
Man.
Followed by California and Illinois. But yeah, North Carolina is like 52% of their allocated PTO is left unused each year. The second closest is California with 35%. So that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's- If you got it, use it. If it's something that is a part of your job, and if you feel like you shouldn't or can't take it,
Yeah.
then it's
bad,
worth
yeah.
examining that reason.
job.
Yeah, or that job. If you exactly. Because you shouldn't be in that situation. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, PTO, 54% of companies allow the traditional PTO carryover.
Okay.
Whereas 30% have the use it or lose it policy.
Oh.
And 15% of companies now allow unlimited PTO.
I remember talking about that or reading about that, and it's kind of tricky because in certain job situations, like in certain jobs, that'd be really tough to do.
Right.
But I know it's something that's gained a little bit of steam over the years.
It's a 400% increase since 2019.
Wow.
Probably because it's a good hiring tactic.
Yeah.
Retain employees, hire
But
employees.
I think the statistics I remember seeing on that are the people that are given unlimited PTO use less because there's not I need to use, like, for example, let's say I've got 2 weeks I can use over the course of a year. I feel like I need to use those 2 weeks personally.
Right.
Whereas if I don't know, a number, I might go, okay, I took my vacation for the year, my week and a half, I'm done.
Right. And a whopping 18.2% of Americans have absolutely no access to PTO at all, which is sucky.
It's rough.
Yeah, like
That's
everybody
rough.
should get some time paid off, paid
For
time off.
sure.
If you're working a full-time job, working your butt off,
Yes.
you should get some paid time off somewhere.
100%.
Somewhere.
100%.
Anyways, kind of interesting stuff.
Very much so.
I'm going to take the rest of the day off.
Okay. Enjoy. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Thursday. Nick Cooper, Tony Hart, both with you here. And the Olympic Games set to get underway. The opening ceremony is tomorrow.
There's already controversy. Did you see this?
Oh, is there?
Yeah, because there's already a couple competitions underway, but one of the soccer teams apparently flew a drone over the team they were gonna play, like their practice ahead of time to get some information about the game.
A little Bill Belichick intel.
Now they're in trouble. So there we go. Espionage to kick off the games was
good start. Let's get the world together. Let's all play nice together. Let's have fun.
Hasn't even started yet. There's already controversy.
Oh, my goodness. Yikes. So I mentioned this briefly, I think maybe June, you were on vacation a day, and I thought this was kind of neat. But being that you're a big Olympics fan, and I know that you're interested in following a variety of different sports.
I am, yes.
There is
speed climbing is my new favorite.
Yeah, you were watching a video of that yesterday.
Yeah, that's my new favorite.
So is that actually an Olympic sport?
It is, yeah, new this year.
It's wild. So there's going to be the opportunity to get personalized AI-powered recaps because we do live in an era of AI now. And it's going to be voiced by the one, the only, Al Michaels. Do you believe in miracles?
That's pretty cool.
Isn't it?
I gotta be honest with you.
They announced this, NBC Universal did back in earlier this year. There's no date on their press release. But the idea is that you go into their Peacock app and you set up your preferences.
Yeah.
And it'll actually give you a customized set of highlights based on your interest, but also be voiced and talk to you in the voice of Al Michaels.
That's kind of cool.
Isn't that neat? So, Al will be like, hey, Tony, I know you really like speed climbing. Here's some highlights.
And I know you're kind of like, yeah, right. I'm sure this works terribly. It actually works pretty good.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
Hi, Kelly. Welcome to your daily Olympic recap, your personal rundown of yesterday's most thrilling Olympic moments. Since you're a swimming fan, let's head right to the pool. Team USA secured a stunning victory.
So apparently you can probably pick the sports you like.
Yeah. So you select your sports. So in the press release that NBC put out, they say that starting July 27th, you'll be able to opt into a variety of highlights based on your interests in the Peacock app, or actually they say on the Olympic Hub, which will be on the Peacock app.
That's cool.
As the Olympics get underway. So you can get customized highlights on demand and a way for them to, further incorporate their app into their coverage.
Well, I love Al Michaels. I wish they would have expanded the voice options a little bit more. Maybe,
Who else would you want?
Well, since Snoop Dogg is kind of a partner with NBC, maybe Snoop gives us an update every day. That would be all right. I think that would be kind of fun.
So being it is AI, they'd have the option. I mean, they have to get people to agree to it. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, Al Michaels was asked about, because obviously he agreed to it, but what were your thoughts on the whole thing? So he said, when I was first approached about it, I was skeptical but curious. He said, then I saw a demonstration detailing how it would work, and he said, I'm in. So they sold him on it. And the little clip you played, it sounds good.
It sounds fantastic, and I mean, why not? I'm sure they paid him well. So,
well, that's the thing is you got to imagine, he
got a nice paycheck out of the deal.
So,
and it'll live forever. I mean, they'll keep Al Michaels' voice forever in AI. So,
I wonder. Well, now that they have it, I wonder how much they paid him for his voice forever. You know what I mean? Because they can't do this because he's calling football games for, is it Prime now?
Yeah.
But they could theoretically, once AI gets a little bit better, they could have him calling football games.
Everything, yeah. Sure, why not? Why not?
Huh. Tony, you're waiting for your big AI payday?
No, it's not going to happen. What's going to happen is they're just going to steal my voice. They're going to steal your voice and my voice.
Wow.
One morning, y'all are going to wake up and there's going to be AI Tony and Nick here.
Just talking to each other.
Yeah. And you won't even know. We could be AIs right now. You wouldn't even know.
How would you know?
You wouldn't
is
know.
A great point.
You wouldn't know. Let's hope the corporate people aren't listening because they'll be like,
I I have a brilliant idea.
How fast can we AI these two bozos? Heck, we could save ourselves $50,000 a year in salary for the two of them.
I was going to say, what math are you doing?
Well, for the two of them,
Shh. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that. Coming up next hour, we are going to be checking in with the folks from Dude Duluth, giving you some inspiration for things to do this weekend with your weekend bucket list. Stick around. Good morning and happy Thursday. It's the Mix 108 Morning Brew. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning. Happy Thursday. There is an opportunity right now for you to win a trip to go to the Austin City Limits Music Festival.
This looks like a great festival.
Doesn't it, though? So it includes a number of different acts. Some of the headliners that are listed in the contest on our website include the likes of Dua Lipa, Benson Boone, Teddy Swims. Some names you might recognize, perhaps. The music festival, I'm looking at the events website, is in October. And if you want an opportunity to go to the festival,
It's like 2 weekends, too, isn't it?
yeah,
Fourth and sixth
it's
and
split
11th
up.
and 13th.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lineup for the whole festival. By the way, the whole thing.
Oh, there's some great bands here. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Stapleton, Blink-182.
Of course, mentioned Dua
Boss
Lipa.
of the People,
Yep.
Teddy Swims, Benson Boone, Dua Lipa.
Yeah,
Man.
it's
Tyler,
a
the Creator.
it's a heck of a list to say the
Good
least.
lineup, yeah.
So if you want a chance to go to this festival, not just to go to the festival, but also round trip airfare for you and a guest, couple days hotel stay, spending money, whole getaway to go to this festival. Just go to the Mix mobile app or mixitway.com and enter to win. Very easy to do.
I love looking at some of the, I always like when these things go towards like the middle or bottom just to see band names or artist names.
Sure.
Catfish and the Bottlemen. Barry Can't Swim.
Yeah, no, you got me looking at these
There's
two.
a couple I can't even mention that are kind of funny. But anyways.
I've never heard of a couple of those, so.
Well, I haven't heard of 80% of these bands, to be honest with you.
There's a lot of them looking deeper at the list.
And that's a lot of these festivals, right? They'll give you
yeah.
a handful of headliners, and then the rest of it's like, huh?
But the list of the headliners is pretty deep.
Randomly Grand Funk Railroad in the middle of all that?
Sure.
So funny.
Who doesn't want to see Grand Funk with your
They're so
Dua
old.
Lipa?
Yeah, they're so old.
People love, vintage music, man.
Vintage. Okay.
Go enter to win that contest, that getaway. Go see the festival right now on our website or mobile app. We'll see what's trending at the top here in a couple minutes. And then, of course, your weekend bucket list, give you some inspiration of what to do this weekend coming up here in a little while on Mix 108. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's the Mix 108 Morning Brew.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
Oh, good morning and happy Thursday. 8:03 and 61 right now downtown Duluth at the Mix 108 studios. Going to see a high close to 80 today. Mostly sunny. Tomorrow going to be a little warmer, mid-80s, breezy, mostly sunny. This weekend, upper 80s to near 90, maybe even some low 90s, depending on where in the Northland you are. But 88 is what the forecast is in the Twin Ports area for Saturday. Sunday, 87. Now, Sunday and Monday, there is a chance of some rain showers, thunderstorms later Sunday into Monday. So if you have plans, just be aware of that, I guess.
Yeah, be aware of that.
Just, be prepared. You get a dodge inside or whatever the case may be. But then it does stay warm next week. The Weather Service has their extended outlook. It'll be warmer all the way into next week. So
Right. What if Tim Walz becomes vice presidential candidate? He has made the official short list of VP candidates according to several news outlets.
That's a good question.
And actually, it would be quite an historic thing.
Oh, really?
Yes, it would be for several reasons. But so if he does get selected as a running mate, okay, he could still become governor. He could still be governor and keep his job.
Okay.
He may have to spread some duties out because he's going to be campaigning a lot.
Sure.
But if, let's say, he becomes the candidate, Harris wins, and he becomes vice president.
Then what? Yeah.
He would obviously have to resign at that point as governor.
Sure.
And then Minnesota would have its first female governor ever, Peggy Flanagan.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So not only would Peggy Flanagan be Minnesota's first female governor. She would also be one of the youngest governors in the entire country.
Wow.
She's only 44. The second youngest to her would be Sarah Huckabee Sanders from Arkansas, I believe, and she's 41.
Okay.
So
Wow.
she kind of fall in that small group of governors under the age of 50, if that were to happen. So
I would have guessed there's a few others that were in that same range, but I don't know.
yeah, there's not many governors under the age of 50.
Sure.
There's only like 8 or so, I think.
Well, because I would have guessed, well, maybe I'm second guessing myself. I would have guessed like Whitmer would be in her 40s. What's her face from South Dakota would be in her 40s, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think they're both in their 50s.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Shows what I know.
Yeah, I don't. You know. Well, I could pull up the list if you'd like, but
We will get into it on the air. We're not going to bore everyone with how old everyone is.
let's go through all 50 governors.
Oh, boy.
And discuss their age.
Please, let's do. We're going to talk to Dude Duluth, find out what to do this weekend if you're looking for some inspiration of activities and events around the region. Music on the way for you as well from Justin Bieber. It's Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Thursday. It's Nick Cooper, it's Tony Hart, and you'll need to use the other microphone. I apologize about that. That one. There we go.
Hi, Jess, you're breaking
sorry about
everything.
that.
You're knocking everything down.
So we do have Jess in from Dude Duluth. Good morning.
Good morning.
You excited for the Olympics?
I am. I'm very excited.
What's your favorite sport?
Oh, I don't know.
What's your favorite summer Olympic sport
My
that you'll be watching?
Favorite summer Olympic sport? Tennis?
Okay,
That's a
that
good
makes
answer.
sense.
That's a good answer.
That checks out.
That checks. Okay. Tennis?
Until you said that, I was trying to figure it out. What's she going to say? And I was going to, is it swimming or I don't know? But yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Here, I was just talking about this. I want to show you this new competition they have this year. It might be my new favorite. I have to line up at the beginning of the race. They're so quick, I can't hear. You ready?
Yep.
It's called speed climbing. They have speed climbing now.
That's incredible.
So
they
they climb up a wall and it's
like rock climbing.
Yeah, it's one of those like climbing walls. Yeah. Hold on. They go so fast. I have to find at the beginning of the race because they just they fly through here. Here you go.
Yeah, it's
All
seconds.
right.
Yeah, it's just seconds. They also have breakdancing as a new sport this year, which kind of seems strange to me. Like breakdancing
It's one of those things I'm willing to check
dancing.
out, but
That's crazy. He climbed that huge wall in under 7 seconds.
Right.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
And there's not a lot of options on where you can
No.
grab on.
Yeah,
No.
it's like one of the what's that climbing wall?
Vertical Endeavors
Vertical
or-
Endeavor.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Kinda
it's
like
got
that.
the pegs, and you just gotta. It's wild.
I'm going to have to check
Wow.
out all the new and upcoming sports
Wild.
for sure.
So, is there any Olympic themed activities going on, like events? For like watch parties or anything? I'm threw you on the spot.
Yeah,
I
just-
realize.
Definitely.
surprise.
Definitely.
Definitely. I have not
check our
seen.
website anytime.
I have not seen any yet, actually.
Okay.
But that's one of the things that would be great if anyone is hosting. They can put it on
Yeah.
our calendar, and we
Yeah.
can sure to promote it for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Some of the things that we do have going around in town. It's just really the season for families and getting out and meeting people in the community. Have you guys been to FinFest?
Oh, that's right.
I'm
That got
familiar
going.
with FinFest.
Yes, that is this weekend. So it celebrates Finnish American culture. And you get to learn a bunch of traditional things and do things the way the Nordics do them.
So what's neat about this has been a moving event. It was here last year, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
And
Yep.
it's going to be back again for the next handful of years, I believe, which is
yep.
kind of neat. They've decided to kind of make this a home for a few years.
Yeah, it's really great. I've been to Finland, and it's really neat. I think it's a great experience, and you learn a lot of different things about their arts and films and their way of life.
Well, that's something that, every time there's a study about which countries are the happiest or, have the best quality of life, the Nordic countries always end up at the top of those lists.
And they must be doing something right.
Something, whether it's the saunas, whether it's the, who knows what it is, but.
Lutefisk.
Yes, it's the lutefisk.
Yes. I don't know if I could handle that one. Otherwise, you can check out Spirit Mountain for their Family Fun Day on the 27th. Their event will have food, games, live music, and you can try out the chairlift, which if you are a little hesitant like I am getting on and off in the winter, might be a good time to practice,
practice. There you go.
build your confidence.
That's actually a great idea.
Especially
Or
if
like
your
new
kids are
skiers
going to
or
get
something?
into it. Yeah.
That's a fantastic idea.
Because that thing doesn't stop.
No.
You're committing to get on that chairlift.
Or
Well,
something.
yeah, you don't.
Biff
If it
it'll
stops,
fall.
something happened. You don't want that.
You don't want it to stop.
No.
That's true. I don't want to be stuck on it.
Yeah. Well, that's yes.
Except, if there's, I don't know if my slide and dive, get out of the way exit will work in the summer.
Probably not.
A modified version of that, maybe.
Absolutely. Might have to just roll.
There you go.
The Zula Palooza is happening on the 30th, which is a night for the community to come together and enjoy the Lake Superior Zoo. You can ride their train, learn all about their residents, and that called Zoo Home. And they'll have different food trucks, and it's just a good event to get out and support our zoo.
Nice.
A lot of good tourist in your hometown kind of stuff this time around.
Absolutely. I think now's the time. July, a lot of people, I think, are when they're doing their week-long vacations, getting away. So this is a time where if you're around this weekend to really kind of play tourist in your own backyard.
And it's going to be very summer-like this weekend, so an opportunity to get out and enjoy.
It's going to be beautiful.
Sit in the lake.
Yeah, or the beach too. Once you're done at the zoo or wherever you happen to go and enjoy some time in the lake.
More time in the lake.
Tony's going to be
Always in the
Always
lake.
time in the lake.
Yes.
In the lake.
Tony's in a park a lawn chair in
Dude,
Lake
I got
Superior.
one of those like big floating mats.
Oh,
Like it's 10 feet by like 8 feet, and you can put like 4 adults on it.
Yeah.
Just like float.
nice.
I may just end up in the middle of Lake Superior by Monday.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to anchor that thing off, right?
Well, I got to figure out a way to anchor it down,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Because
just to sit
on
there.
on a normal lake, it'd be if you end up on the other side of the lake, not a big deal.
Not a
Here,
big deal, yeah.
you don't end up in
When we were at
Michigan.
the beach a couple weeks ago, like the floaty we had with us,
Yeah.
like we weren't paying attention, and then all of a sudden, like people were yelling at us, "Your donut, because it's like a donut," and they're like yelling, "Your donut," and I'm like, "What?"
Huh?
And it was
Donut.
like 50 feet out in the water, floating away from
Oh,
us.
that's funny.
Yeah,
That's super
Did you
funny.
rescue it or did you let it go?
I rescued it.
All right,
I rescued
all right.
it. It's not
Tony's
that
never
deep,
going to
but-
let a donut get away from him.
Clearly, whether it's fake or real, I'll catch that donut.
If
I
you're
will catch that
If
donut.
you're looking for more stuff to do beside the things you mentioned, of course, you got a great resource where you can find a lot more information.
Yes, please check us out at doduluth.com, where we are always promoting our small local businesses. And we also are on Facebook and Instagram.
Awesome. Check it out. Look for stuff to do all year round. Hey, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thumbs up. Have a good weekend.
Double thumbs to you, sir.
Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Thursday. So, Tony, there are some Olympic events that are not happening in Paris.
Really?
Yeah, so I was just reading a story about how there are some events that are happening in other places in France, and the surfing events, for example, are actually happening nowhere near.
Really?
Yeah, they're actually being held in Tahiti. The surfing events are.
That's funny.
Isn't that kind of weird? So the reasoning is because so Tahiti's part of French Polynesia, so it's a French territory, and so beside having the opportunity to enjoy good surf, because it's out in different part of the ocean than the France shoreline of the ocean. is.
Sure.
Apparently, France is trying to show off other parts of French territory. So, 48 surfers are, they say, about 9,800 miles away from Paris.
Yeah, I was just looking where. Oh my gosh!
It's
Holy jeez! It's
around
way
the planet. Apparently, this is the furthest away.
by Australia.
Yeah, it's far away. This is one of the furthest away events that has happened during the Olympics. It's not the first time though. Back in the 1950s, Australia hosted some Olympic Games, but they held horse racing in Stockholm, Sweden, which is kind of interesting.
I mean, it's not even close to us. I mean, it's literally in the middle of the South Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, it's
Wow, it's just nowhere.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there are actually a few other events that are happening in other places in France. Sailing, for example, is happening. I forget the town it was, but there's a few other events that are happening in other parts away from Paris. But yeah, the that particular event is just way, way far away. We're just welcoming Ben in from Mainstream. How you doing, Ben?
What's going on, amigos?
So we were just talking about how the surfing event for the Olympics, which is going this weekend, is...
Excited for the Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's an expert in sports every 2 years. So, I mean, I fall in that category as well. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so the surfing is going to be in Tahiti.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a nice deal.
Yeah.
But beautiful. I mean, I've never been there before, but it looks beautiful, and the surfers are lucky. But yeah, it's almost 10,000 miles away from Paris, where the rest of the Olympic Games are.
Well, they don't have surfable waves in Paris. Is that what you're telling me? We can't
they
create
want
them.
to spread the
they're trying to kind of show off different French territory as a part of this.
Sure.
It's Tahiti, French Polynesia.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure the surfers aren't complaining either.
No, probably not. I assume they're accommodations.
Surfers, yeah. I mean, I've never met a surfer, but if I did, I'm sure they're all pretty chill.
Complain, yeah.
They're all pretty chill people, I imagine.
So, do you have an Olympic sport you get into? Do you just kind of follow it?
Favorite summer Olympic sport?
I really don't even have one. This time it's going to be whatever the kid likes,
Okay.
We'll watch
basketball.
Basketball's fine, but I'm old enough to remember the Dream Team, and it's just never going to be the same after that. So I don't know. I hope they win. I hope it's all great and dandy, but there's nothing that I feel like I absolutely have to watch.
Breakdancing is new this year.
They're doing breakdancing this year?
Breakdancing, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I might watch a little of the golf because I was still dumbfounded that it took so long for golf to become an Olympic thing.
Yeah, wasn't that just like a couple Olympics ago?
I think it was just 1 or 2 Olympics ago that they put golf, so I might watch a little of that.
Okay.
But
is there a nice course in Paris? I'm sure there is.
I don't know of any by name, but there's got to be.
Yeah, there's got to be. Yeah. It's Paris. There's got to be.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I'm usually the type that'll just be like, okay, what's on? I'll just check out what's going on there. There's not any particular sport that I'm interested in that I really, really follow. We were talking earlier this morning, if you are someone that does have a series of sports or Olympians you want to follow. So NBC, with their Peacock app, they were rolling out an AI Al Michaels that'll customize highlights for you. Yeah,
hi, Ben. This is Al Michaels. We see you like breakdancing. Here's today's breakdown.
Just because we can doesn't mean we should.
Oh, but they are anyway.
But they are anyways.
Just wait. I'm going to get AIU here soon, and you won't even have to come over here. We'll just talk to you.
You know what? I would actually, I might pay to listen to that. I like that.
To see what it would say?
Yeah, exactly. That might be kind of entertaining.
Might not want to put that in our hands.
This is true, yeah. This is probably true.
Yeah, okay. So we're getting we're in the back half of summer already here. Wow, where's the summer gone? So how are things going at the shop?
Good, man. What's no, we're having loads of fun. I mean, every week is a busy week with all the weddings and all that jazz that we got going on. And we're getting ready to, start transitioning to that next season that's upcoming that I won't say out loud. But we're starting to see merchandise roll in for that next season that's coming up. So it's kind of an exciting time. Not only are we kind of in the thick of the wedding season, but we also have got new stuff coming in too. So it's just a really fun but chaotic time, one might say. So really good times all around at the shop, and we're staying busy Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5 is the hours to come see us, and we are just always busy down there, which is a great thing. Much better than the alternative.
Exactly. Be part of the fun. Go see Ben and the
Absolutely. Yeah, come on down and see what downtown's got to offer.
Absolutely. Well,
they're playing at Le Golf National at the Albatross course.
Interesting.
I don't know if I've ever.
Le Golf National in Paris.
Sounds fancy.
You're going to hear a lot of Le Golf. Mesdames and messieurs.
Are they only playing at one course in? Is that what it's saying?
Kind of. Well, I think it sounds like a complex, but they're playing at the Albatross course, so I think it makes sense that they just play at one course, though, right?
Sure, I suppose.
Keep it fair or whatever.
I suppose. Yep. Well, it'll be interesting to see anyways. I don't think I caught any of it last time. So
sure.
Yeah, it'll always be fun, but I agree with you. I'll watch whatever's on.
If it's whatever.
If it catches my attention, great.
Yeah,
good enough for me.
Yeah.
And my favorite Olympic stories are like the athletes that don't belong in sport. Kind of like the Jamaica bobsledding team.
Yeah,
those stories. I don't know. Like there's a landlocked country that has like a canoeer or something like that. A surfer.
Yeah, surfer.
Go back to surfing.
Sure.
Like Iran has a surfer or something.
That'd be wildly entertaining. I still wouldn't root for him,
Is
but
that
you
right?
know.
Iran's pretty landlocked, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
But anyways, you get my point.
Yeah. That's it. Those, you're right. Those are
good stories.
can be good stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Let's look out for him. We'll touch base in another week or so, see what we found, and see who
Well,
we can cheer
we're
for.
gonna be all in on Olympics next week. So
Perfect.
be prepared. We're
I'll
gonna be
cover.
wearing our Ralph Lauren polo jackets.
Now we're
next week.
talking.
Yeah.
Now we're
Oh, have you
talking.
checked out the fashions, by the way, for the
I've
Olympics?
seen a little bit of them. Not a
Yeah,
ton,
you
but a
guys
little
should
bit.
really carry some of this
You're
stuff.
right.
It's in your
Yeah.
kind of echelon of clothing.
Let me give Ralph a call. See
Okay.
if he can send some items down and see if we can make some money off this
I mean,
stuff.
we were looking at the lineup and the prices for some of like the polo like the jacket that the athletes are wearing. It's like $1,000.
God bless America.
Wow.
God bless America.
Yeah.
God bless capitalism. Let's go.
Oh, man. All right, Ben. Well, you yourself a good one.
Guaranteed, my friends.
Enjoy. We'll talk soon.
You bet.
Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Nick Cooper, Tony Hart, Leah from WDIO. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Happy to wrap up my Thursday morning with you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it as always. So, quickly getting ready for the Olympics kicking off tomorrow, the opening ceremonies. Any particular things you're really excited about this year with the Olympic Games, or?
I'm always excited for the Olympic Games just because I find it so fun to watch. I usually like when it starts to get to, I'd say like the second half, when it's more like the finals and it's like
Right.
a bit more of the playoffs than the first rounds
Sure.
of preliminaries. Just because then you can kind of, by then you like know all the players, you know all the storylines. So, but I'm looking forward to obviously watching swimming, gymnastics. I love the diving, synchronized swimming, but also the new events. I keep seeing the clips of the kayaking.
Oh,
Yeah, it's called. I was just watching that actually. It's
It's insane.
it's called. Oh gosh.
Like it's kayaking cross
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
kayak cross. Yes.
Huh.
or something like that, where it's like head to head, everything is in play. Like, I just think that's really cool. I usually love the Winter Olympics more than the summer ones, so I am biased in that sense. But I am very excited to check out that. Surfing looks like it's going to be really cool to watch.
We were just talking about that. So surfing is one of a couple events. So everything's in Paris or in the Paris area. Surfing is going to be in Tahiti, which is like
Yes.
10,000 miles away.
Yes, I know. And then even rowing is like it's like further south in France or something. Like there's
Yeah.
a couple of them that are in like satellite locations where
Yep.
it's like a little bit further away. And I'm sure I keep seeing the best part about the Olympics is like all the social medias, all the Olympians are like posting like the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my favorite part. Like, what are they eating? What's it like in the village? What do their rooms look like? What swag did they get? Like, so that's cool to see, even with the different satellite locations, what the experience
yeah.
Are they
is.
getting cool swag? I haven't seen any swag videos yet. Like, what are they getting
Oh,
for swag?
yes. I think Team USA got like a whole duffel bag from Skims. They got a whole duffel bag from Nike,
Wow.
Oakley's.
Jeez, the hookup.
Ralph Lauren, obviously,
Yeah.
for the closing and the closing ceremony outfits are like super cool. Those I think are my favorite.
Wow.
They look very NASCAR.
Yeah, they are cool looking. They look better than the
USA.
opening ceremony ones. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you gotta keep it fresh from the beginning. It's like classic. I get it. I feel like that's the traditional look, but I'm excited. I always love to see all the cool merch and the swag and
Yeah.
the uniforms.
I can't afford any of
Are-
it,
yeah,
but it
it was-
looks cool.
yeah.
No, yeah. I just like to look. It's
Li-
like window shopping.
Live vicariously through the athletes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I look forward to things getting going here. A couple weeks worth of fun, starting with the opening ceremonies tomorrow. And that's kind of as we look toward that and the weekend. It's going to be kind of warm. Let's talk a little bit about the forecast as we head into the weekend here.
We have a pretty summery forecast for the next 7 days. I mean, we're going to see 80 degrees till next week. We're going to make our way, or even above it, because we're going to make our way close to 90 degrees by Saturday. It'll be really hot to start off. And then we're just going to be staying well above normal for a good stretch. So that's going to bring in some heat risk, questions of some heat risk. So make sure people are staying cool and hydrated and finding that shade, because sun can be a lot after a while. But
Yeah.
we have a warm weekend ahead. Plenty of beach days on the horizon as we wrap up July and enter August.
Suck on an ice cube.
There you
Yeah,
Get my
exactly.
go-to. Suck on an ice cube.
enjoy summer
That's
while
a
it's
good
here.
one. Yeah. I had a pop popsicle last night myself. So.
Nice.
I can't afford a popsicle, so I just go suck on an ice cube, kids. Suck on an ice. Dad, can we get ice cream sandwiches? Nope. Suck on an ice cube.
Okay.
Dad, the ice cream truck's coming. Nah. Suck on an ice cube.
Do you want to crush your cubed?
Yeah.
Don't bite it though, because it'll ruin your teeth, kids. Just suck on it.
Yeah. Well, Leah, you enjoy your Thursday. Hopefully get out and enjoy some of the nice weather, and we'll chat again tomorrow.
Yeah, talk to you guys again.
All right.
Enjoy your day.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. We'll kick off your workday 108 minutes commercial free, all fueled by Quick Trip. Music on the way from Louis Capaldi, Noah Khan, and more all coming up here in Mix It 08.